Right, hello and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the season 2 of The Walking Dead, and I'm going to be talking about spoilers once again. So if you haven't seen The Walking Dead season 2 and you want to, go watch it. It is really good actually, and come back for this review. So start off with the season 2 kind of, I'd say 99% of it takes place at Hershel's farm, and I know that can be boring for certain people, but for me it's more about the characters and the scenarios rather than the actual location. Location does help. Certain seasons, like the prison in season 3 was awesome, and that type of stuff, but Hershel's farm was cool. I like the way that they added a new group of characters that stayed there throughout the season. And the first episode was really, really good. A lot better than the first episode for season 1, I think. Because it brought us to this thing called the Herd, which is like a group of zombies that just like roam randomly. And all the characters have to hide underneath these trucks and like the cars and stuff. And it was so intense. There was a scene where Andrea was like trying to reload a gun in the toilet, like try and fix it, and she drops it and one of the zombies walks in. And that scene was so intense. It was great. I really liked that scene. First episode was great. And then something that happened in the first episode, in the first few episodes, where Carol's daughter went missing in the woods, and I'd say half of the season is about trying to find her, and I didn't really care, to be honest. And I know a lot of people think that this season was quite boring, and it was like the worst season of all, and I kind of understand where they're coming from, but for me, I enjoyed this season. I thought it was really good. I thought it was very needed, I'm going to have to say, because the characters all changed a lot throughout this season, and there was some great scenarios, especially with Shane. But Carol's daughter was like a main theme throughout this season, and to be honest, he spent too much time on it. If they would have been like, I don't know, 3 episodes long or something, that'd be fine, but it goes on for like 8 episodes. And as soon as they find her, I just didn't care. Like, literally, it's meant to be this shocking moment. And because he spent so much time, I was more relieved that they could move on, rather than, upset at the sight of her daughter. So, I think they should have toned that with the Carol's daughter. But other than that, this season was really great. It had Rick massively developed. It changed so much throughout this season. It was great to see his gradual turn to basically the leader, which was great. There was a scene where they're in a barn with Hershel and Glenn. And these two guys are there, they're trying to convince him to be able to go to the farm with them. And then Rick turns around and shoots one of them, and then turns to the other one and shoots him 3 times. It was so cool because it started kicking in with the music and stuff, and I thought that was awesome. Glenn, also, they focused more on Glenn throughout the season, which was awesome because he's a cool character. And I did like his personality throughout the season, and it did change a lot more than it did in the first season. Andrea and Dale's relationship changed massively throughout the season, mostly due to the fact that Dale basically forced Andrea not to commit suicide at the end of season 1. And it was cool trying to see Dale trying to rebuild the relationship between them both and how he took the gun and things like that. So Dale, and I thought Dale was a great character. Maybe that's why his death was so impactful. And the fact that he never actually got bit, he got ripped apart by the zombies. And Daryl had to shoot him, and the way he said it and the way it all happened was so great, and it was so impactful, that ending of, I think it's the 11th episode, because this is one of the problems I have with the season. Every episode ends normally with music, and then it ends and the credits come on, the music stops, and it plays the Walking Dead theme tune. And it always kind of throws me off because the music's very rarely used at the end of the episode. The last 5 seconds has music, it cuts, and then it starts the Walking Dead theme tune. Whereas for this episode, it was completely silent throughout the credits. I don't know if they edited that in, because I was downloading it from Sky, or it happened on the first day of release. It was awesome. I thought it was great use because Dale was an important character, and he was a really likeable character. I don't think anyone really dislikes Dale. So when he died and the music just wasn't there, it was so much better than if it was there. It was a lot more impactful, like I say. Also, Carl still does really good at acting, especially crying. He does get a little bit whiny and a little bit annoying throughout the season, but his portrayal of the character was really good. He acted very well in it. Also, Shane changed a lot. Not only did he shave his head for half the season, but his character was great, and he was a great villain. Rick was so against Shane for the majority, and there's a really great scene where Shane shoots Otis in the leg so that he can get away, and it was so shocking when it happened, because there's a part, the episode starts with him shaving his head, and then you don't know why, because the rest of the episode he doesn't. And then I thought that he'd have been bitten on the head or something, so he shaved it to make it look to basically see it better. But no, it's because Otis tried to pull his hair out when he was short in the leg. And that was awesome. I thought that was really cool, the way that they did it, and the way they started off with the shaving. You're like, oh, well, why is that a thing? So I thought that was really cool. Shane's scenes were very good throughout this. There was this scene, there was the part where he was stuck in the bus, There was the scene near the end where he was doing great against Rick, and also the best scene I'd say was where they were trying to argue whether or not they should open the barn, and then they just decided to shoot all the zombies as they came through. This season had really good moments. It had the Otis scene, it had the final showdown type thing between Rick and Shane, and the best scene I'd say was the barn scene, because this conflict had been going on throughout the season. Well, for some of the season, whether or not they should kill all the walkers in the barn or leave them like Hershel wants, and Shane takes it into his own kind of hands, and him, Daryl, Andrea, Glenn, and who else is it? T-Dog. They all just start shooting open, and Hershel's like on the ground crying. Rick's trying to stop them, and it was so great, that scene. And like I said, I think season 1 was the better season, but season 2 had the better moments. So that's how I feel like it kind of went down. Also, the prisoner scenario, it did drag a little bit, but it was really good for what it was. I like the fact that there was differences, and the difference wasn't like a 50-50 thingy. It was mostly Dale and Glenn and Andrea at one point, but I thought that was really good because Dale was like fighting, he was crying, he did great acting in that scene. That's why I like Dale as a character. So I thought that was great. So there was like two kind of conflicts. There was the barn and then there was the prisoner. So that was great. And then the ending with the setting on fire of the barn, I thought that was really cool. There was a few moments in the writing where I was like, would the characters do like would they just burn the barn while they were inside and stuff like that? But yeah, I thought it was great. Some of the episodes did feel like filler, and it was kind of slow throughout some of the episodes, but it had some great moments, very good character development for most of the characters, and was really good overall. So have you seen season 2? What did you think of it? Comment down below and let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.